Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to talk about how trust beats autonomy. Now, again, we've said this over the last few days whenever we have compared two ideas together. Your team needs both of them. They need trust and they need autonomy to a certain level, but trust beats autonomy. If you are hands-off as a leader, it can often backfire on you. And so here's why it resonates for us as a leader is that as a new leader, maybe some of you listening to this podcast, you're a new leader, you hear the word don't micromanage. Maybe that comes from someone encouraging you not to micromanage, or maybe it comes from an experience that you've had to where someone micromanaged you and you vowed to never do that to anyone else whenever you became the leader. And so we hear this message, don't micromanage, and we can overcorrect in this absence, or overcorrect whenever we hear that because we don't want to do it. But here's the reality. If you overcorrect into absence as a leader, meaning you're not present, then autonomy can really start to backfire. Autonomy without trust and clarity can feel like a lack of support. It can feel like ambiguous expectations. It can feel like a person is set up to fail. If there's not a balance of being clear and being aligned, all the things that we've talked about over the last few days, if those are not in place, then autonomy can backfire and your team can actually feel a lack of support versus the freedom to go and do. And so you want to build trust first, and trust will beat autonomy. Autonomy isn't the starting point, it's the outcome. That's where you want to get to as a leader. You want your team to be autonomous. They're going to be the most highly motivated whenever they are able to work with autonomy. But that's not where everyone is right now. And it's not necessarily what everyone on your team needs from you is to give them more autonomy. But what they do need for you, 100% guaranteed, is for you to build a culture and an environment of trust where they trust you, they trust each other, and they are clear. And those two things together allow them to move forward with veracity and with velocity to be able to get things done. And so trust is built by doing things like clarifying expectations, clarifying the standard, being reliable whenever you're there to support them, removing obstacles from the way, giving predictable feedback, having the tough conversation, helping people grow, upskilling them, being present, helping them connect with you, helping them feel connected with others around them. And so if you are hands off as a leader, then it can create problems for you because you don't have trust. And when you don't have trust, what happens is that problems can surface too late for you. You may not hear about the problem until it's too late because you haven't created an environment of trust, and people don't trust you to give you the real information as the leader, and you find out too late that there's a problem. You could lose situational awareness if you are too distant or you're absent. And performance issues can feel sudden, or problems could feel sudden because you weren't aware to be able to deal with them when the performance issue was small or the problem was small. And so one way to mitigate against those risks is to believe this idea that trust beats autonomy, and that you're going to build this environment of trust. You're going to put the work in. You're going to earn trust with the people on your team. They're going to earn trust with each other. And from that foundation, you can increase autonomy over time. And so autonomy, just remember this, autonomy works best when people know that you, the leader, are paying attention to them. If they don't feel that, then autonomy can backfire on you. And the way to be able to allow them to understand that you're there for them is to build a culture of trust. And so remember that trust beats autonomy. Go today and do the work to build trust with everyone on your team. Do the work to create an environment that they can build trust with each other. And that will be the foundation that you can launch from when you think about trying to achieve what you're trying to achieve.